Hi guys, it's Charlie here. If you're looking to protect your future with gold or silver, pick the region you're in and choose one of our trusted partners.
Good morning. It's Monday. It's the 27th of April, 2026. It's amazing how quiet mainstream media is about what I would call a major event happening in the United Kingdom. And that's the court case of these three Ukrainian rent boys or escorts that were at Keir Starmer's house that he claims were doing some handiwork, which I suppose is a clever use of words. Handiwork repairing his back door. This case is starting in the UK today. Coincidentally, it's booked for 17 days. All of this numerology and symbology is relevant. But the question I have is why is mainstream media not all over it? When you've got a prime minister, the leader of a country, implicated in a scandal like this, I would suggest that it would be every single journalist, they should be on top of this. This should be the headlines in the papers all over the UK and the televisions, but it's not. The question I've got is why? Why has it gone silent? The only thing I can come up with is they're in bed together, the journalists with the politicians. When the people want to know the truth, they work together against the people. That's my theory. I might be wrong. Maybe there's another reason. I don't know. But with the audience we've got, I appreciate your input. Let me know what you think. Drew.
Good morning, Charlie. Good morning, everyone. My first story of the day is New Restore Britain pledges thousands of jobs for veterans. Proposal would fast-track ex-forces personnel into immigration enforcement and frontline roles. Supporters say veterans bring discipline, leadership and experience, while too many have been overlooked after service. Big question, should Britain be doing far more for veterans?
It's not just the UK that should be doing far more for veterans. The US, Australia, Europe, all of these countries should be doing a lot more for veterans, because in the old days, these gentlemen and women were defending your rights. And now we have a generation of people that is so woke they don't stand up for their rights at all. And I would urge every one of you to stand up for your rights, because if you don't, they'll take them away from you. These men and women in the past have stood up for your rights many years ago, and they deserve all the respect and support that they should get and have not got. When I'm in America, I see veterans homeless. That should never happen. When you see a veteran that's either homeless or without a job, that's just wrong on every level. Many, many years ago, when I ran a large business in the UK, I employed a lot of veterans who came back from the Falklands. That was many, many years ago. And these were men of honor. And they were good, good men. And I would urge every single one of you that can employ people. These are people that are honorable. And because of their military mind, they're very regimented in the way they work. And they're used to taking orders. So if you're a boss that's giving orders, you won't find a more honorable person than an ex-military person. My next story will make most people smile, because most people are aware of what happened in America over the weekend with another attempt at Trump's life in the movie, in the pantomime. We know it's in the pantomime because Caroline Levitt warned us beforehand that shots would be fired. The question is, are you awake yet to the fact that this is all part of the movie? We're all playing a role in this movie. Some people are playing it so well, they're up for Oscars. Are you, Drew?
Next up, it's happened again. Major fire reported at an oil storage site in Hanoi, Vietnam. Thick black smoke and explosions seen. Online users are linking it to other recent refinery and fuel depot fires worldwide. There's a list now going round, Charlie, and the list is getting as big as my arm.
This is all part of the waking up process. When energy plants are being destroyed around the world, we've become so dependent on oil and gas and one thing and another. And God gave us everything we ever needed. You only have to go back 150 years to find out that electric cars were very common and they ran off the ether. They didn't need recharging. They didn't need lithium batteries. They didn't need any of that stuff. God gave us everything we needed. And we've looked outside of that. Well, we haven't. There's certain families called the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers who found out that they couldn't make money out of stuff that came out of the atmosphere and what God had given us. So they obviously taxed and supplied energy through oil and gas and one thing and another so that they could make money, so they could become rich. Now, there's nothing wrong in making money, nothing at all. But when you do it at the expense of other people, whereby you put them into poverty, which is what we've seen worldwide, that's wrong. And it's down to each and every single one of us to wake up and find out what we can do for ourselves, rather than leaving it to somebody else. If you leave it to somebody else, then you suffer the consequences. You become a slave without even knowing it. Don't be a slave. This is your opportunity to survive, and not just survive, but to bloom, to grow. This is going to be a very important week. This is going to be a very important month. This is going to be a very important year. But it's down to you to decide what future you want for you. Whatever you want, you can have. But it's down to you to put in the work. If you put in the work, and you ask God to guide you, God will look after you. God will provide. I'll leave you with that thought on this Monday, the 27th of April, 2026. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
If you want to know the truth, we put out the truth every single day, Monday to Friday. Saturdays and Sundays we spend with our families, as we should do. So if you want to know the truth, come to drcharlieward.com and see real news daily. And join the Insiders Club, which is live on Wednesdays and Saturdays.